Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Jack Griffin here in the Weather Center with, unfortunately, more severe thunderstorm warnings that we have out there. We've had a couple of them already for today. They've both been in Vermilion County, so we're going to go back to the radar and talk a bit more about that. We had one warning yesterday that came up, but today we've seen two of them here. And this storm that we have essentially in the northern half of Vermilion County has once again kind of re-intensified here. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning just for Vermilion County until 3:30. We've got winds up to 60 miles per hour with the gusts. Hail is pretty small with this one. This is definitely going to be a wind maker out of this one. But you'll see that when I turn our velocity on, we do have some of those strong winds beginning to show up there, with even a little bit of some broad rotation that is showing up as well too. So there has been at times here storms that have had some rotation with them. There was some storms that may have produced a funnel cloud up in Iroquois County, and in fact, there was a little bit of some rotation with a storm that was moving through Champaign County, kind of on the west side of town, when it was over the Bonneville area there. So we've seen at times some storms that have had rotation with them. This one has some broad rotation, but the main thing with this one is just the winds themselves. So up to 60 miles per hour with this one. As I turn our reflectivity back on, you'll see that it's got just a ton of rain with this one. The humid air is still in place, and so with all the moisture, it's in the air thanks to not only the humid air mass, but also because of the fact that we've seen so much rain recently, that's in the air too. There's a lot of moisture in the air to work with, and as a result, this thing is just dropping tremendous amounts of rain once again. In fact, let me pull up here really quickly the dew points to show you what we're talking about here, because our dew points remain just sky high. So here's our current dew point, and you'll see that we've got a 77-degree dew point in Paris, 72 in Danville, 76 in Decatur. So our air is still very, very sticky, and it even goes past our scale up there. You've got the miserable category going from a 71 to a 75. So it is definitely a humid day out there. Here's our view from Danville. Right now, the storm would essentially be off to the screen's right. So on the northern side of the camera lens there, that would be on the right side. That's where our storm is. And you can see that there's not much behind it. Going back to our wide view of our storm tracker Doppler, you'll see that there's really not that many storms that are out there currently today. So there's fewer of them, but we have this one that's pretty strong. And in fact, based on the number of lightning strikes here over that northern half of Vermilion County with this cell, it obviously makes sense. So we got a lot of lightning with this one, a lot of heavy rain, and even the gusty winds that we have to contend with as well. This severe thunderstorm warning does go until 3:30, so it's a longer one. And the reason why it's a longer one is because this thing is barely moving. It's moving at around 20 miles an hour off to the east. So it's going to drop a lot of rain in this area. It's going to take a while for it to move out of the area. You'll see that this is the past, let's go past hour and loop that, and you'll see that it's barely moved any place. So locations between Potomac and Rossville are going to be getting a tremendous amount of rain in this area. And these roads, 136, going to be very, very flooded. And so you got to look out for your hydroplaning possibilities as you're driving in and around the northern half of Vermilion County. Pretty much Danville on off to the south, it's a bit more quiet. You got some rain showers down 150, but for the most part, it's really centered right there in the northern part of town, or the northern part of the county, I should say. We also have some more cells that have popped up here, kind of between Newman and Chrisman, near Tuscola, just around Villa Grove as well. We've got more cells to the northwest of Decatur, heading once again towards Clinton and Lake Clinton. So we got Austin and Maroa nearby a cell there. Let's see if it's got any lightning. Yep, it's got a couple of strikes with that one too. And as we zoom out more, you'll see that we have a few more cells kind of scattered here and there, but it's a lot more quiet than what it was yesterday. Most of our cells kind of in this general vicinity right now. A lot of them are to the north of I-72 and 74. So we'll keep on watching out for more storm chances. It's obviously warm and humid enough to support the thunderstorm development, but this is the one that we're really looking out for, the northern portion of Vermilion County. until 3:30 for that cell there. Past couple runs looks like it might be trying to weaken out a little bit, which is good to see. This is, again, an area that does not need much more in the way of rain showers. Most of our area has been inundated with rain, and just trying to see if we can dry things out. Again, got a little bit of rotation, broad rotation with this, but it's not really exactly a whole lot to be impressed with. Let me check a couple things here with our National Weather Service chat. 1 second. All right, Lincoln. Nothing new from them, so that's good news there. Let's check a few more spots here. All right. Yep, so we've got just this one warning here, and trying to see if they want to see anything, but I've got no information as of right now. But as we take a look once again at our just regular view, where'd that go? We can see that. I'll turn the lightning off a little bit easier to see there. You can see that it's trying to begin to move off now to the northeast. For a while there, it just kept on building and building and building over the same spot, and now it's trying to lift a little bit more north of 136. It's obviously still going over the highway there, but if we can get it moving a little bit faster, it gets it out of here quicker, and that means that the rains won't be as much of a factor. But even still, I mean, we're calling for rainfall rates here to be potentially over an inch per hour rainfall rate. So it's definitely a lot. In fact, let me look here. Let me change. Yeah, so right there, I'll turn that off. So that's an extremely high amount of rain right there. I gotta turn off our, trying to turn off some of the warnings there to see if I can I can't turn them off. I'm trying to get to the rain amounts there, but it's just coming down hard. You don't need me to tell you that. It is coming down hard there. And so we'll keep on watching this one. This goes until 3:30. Really, hail is not much of a factor with this. It's pretty much just the wind. The rain is going to be very heavy as well. And we expect there to be a bit more in the way of some drying out trends here during the overnight hours like it was last night. So any storms that we do have out there for today, they should be pretty much during the afternoon and evening hours. Once we get to tonight, it'll once again be another situation where they run out of fuel and they begin to fizzle out. Unlike the past few nights over the weekend, especially where the storms were able to keep on going into the overnight hours, we don't really have a lot expected for the overnight hours. Pretty much any storm chances that we do have for this evening will be because of whatever we see today. Now for tomorrow, we still have another chance for storms that will be popping up during the afternoon. I've not updated this graphic just yet, so the days are going to be off. But you've got the marginal risk for today, Tuesday as well, or Wednesday as well as Thursday. Don't have much in the way of severe weather. And you'll see that our future track, once again, still has those storms until the evening hours. Once we get to about 9, 10 o'clock or so, then things really begin to fizzle out. And then for tomorrow, more of the same can be expected. We've got the chance for more pop-up storms for Wednesday afternoon. You'll notice that they're there, and then by the time we get towards the evening, they've rained themselves out. So just like the past few days have been, Thursday, some good news there. You'll see that our winds change more out of the northerly direction, and our showers and storms should be coming a bit more to an end. So that is going to be good news to have there. Hopefully by Thursday afternoon, we're drying out. And then at that point, we can enjoy a nice drier 4th of July weekend. But again, we'll keep an eye on this storm here. We've got another 32 minutes of this warning. Goes until 3:30. I'm going to finish up a few more things here. Just me here in the studio. Decided to let everyone else stay home. They need the break. We've worked a lot recently. So I'm going to let this one go. But if you have any more information to pass along, I will be sure to do that and let you guys know. But as of right now, just watching this storm in northern Vermilion County, the northern half of it, for 60-mile-per-hour winds. It goes for another little over half hour. And hail not much of a factor there. The winds could be up to 60, but the rains again remain a big problem with this storm, especially because it's moving so slow to the northeast and easterly direction at around only 20 miles an hour. So this loop here does show that it's pretty much stopped kind of just off to the northwest of Bismarck, northeast of Potomac, kind of right over Rossville. That's where the heaviest stuff is going to be right now. And that looks to slowly move off to the northeast. Again, we'll have updates here as need be. It should be a pretty quiet afternoon, though. We don't expect a lot of severe weather for today. It was probably going to be like yesterday where we had a warning. We've already had 2 warnings today, so it's not really much of a big deal compared to what it was over the past few days with all those warnings. But still, northern Vermilion County definitely experiencing the brunt of this cell as it moves off to the northeast. We'll have updates, like I said, and I'll be on TV in for Kevin today doing the newscasts. So have a good day. We will keep you updated as usual, and have a good one. Hopefully, catch you on the newscasts. Bye.